machine, baby.
Well, let's talk about Saturday. Let's talk about Saturday.
Yeah, let's talk about Saturday.
Let's talk about the lefties, because take a deep breath for this one. I mean, for me, I'm very confused at the moment, because the good guys are being portrayed as the bad guys, and I believe bad guys are being portrayed as good guys. Now, what I mean by that is that I had a guy stand. He thought I was a Remainer. He thought I was there in support of the Remainers, and he said to me, I said, "What should we?" I thought I've thrown this out. I said, "What should we do with the Remainers? What should we do?" I think he was going to go, "Yeah, just get rid of them," something like that. And he said, "We should gas them." I said, and I said, I thought he was joking.
No,
I genuinely thought this guy was having a laugh. He
put this on record. Did he really say to gas them?
It's on my Twitter. It's the top of my Twitter.
Yeah.
He didn't just say that. He said we should gas them, and then I said that's a bit extreme. He said then we should fight Nazi with Nazi. I said, what? You think they're a Nazi because they voted Leave? And he said, well, no, I suppose not. He said, well, actually, no. He said they'd probably gas us. And I'm thinking, what is this guy saying? And then a couple of guys from Antifa turned out and went, oh, look, Danny Tommo. So he sort of completely fucked my
yeah.
And then I turned around and said, this guy reckons blah blah, and he goes, yeah, we should have an Auschwitz for leavers. Auschwitz
on camera.
On camera. It's on my Twitter, on YouTube. Have a look. The guy was, and it, I
couldn't write this myself.
It's mental, and you would never, ever, from my experience, hear anyone from our group or our lot say anything like that. If they did, I'd be like, mate, what are you saying? Like, they're actually getting very extreme in the way that you had two or three guys holding a Brexit Now banner, and they had the balls to walk up to where the leaders were. Now, they did that because they felt pride in themselves. They felt they needed to do that. They felt for themselves. They did that. As they walked up, I mean, they were spat at, they were kicked, they were abused. The video that I put up, they're shouting, "Nazis are far streets," and all. Just because they voted Leave. And the media aren't looking at this and saying, hold on a minute, these guys surely aren't Nazis. Of course they're not Nazis. They just, and because the media can't say that by siding with the right, with Boris or anything, it just carries on to get worse and worse. And there really are some sick people in the left, more so than I've ever seen anyone on our side say anything so stupid. Mental.
Well, I believe that we're on the right path, and we're doing just us two coming.
Important, man.
Yeah,
so important.
Whatever.
But I'm still going to get called a racist, and they're probably going to say you what if you got a black friend?
Yeah. I've known you for years, innit?
Yeah. But
you know what I mean?
It's great. Even like just with Tom, like when they call him, they say you wouldn't have a drink with a Muslim. Every social event I've been to with Tom, I lived in Newton, and went out. Like me, him, and one or two, the only white guys there. They're black guys there, Muslim lads there, people, Romanians there, and it's like they all know the crap. They know he's not racist. It's like it's weird because it's like a weird situation. Like Luton knows what Tommy's about, but he's not a racist. That he just talks about ideology, he talks about problems, which everyone should be talking about. I mean, go and tell one of the mothers or fathers of one of the girls that was, blew up in the Ana Grande concert, and have a chat with them and tell them there's no problem. It is This guy specifically went out, got trained, and came back just to do that, and he did that.
Blew up a lot of kids.
He blew up kids, man. Blew up kids. But the whole thing about the concept of the racist tag. It won't go because they can't lose that, because if you take away the racist and far right tag, what can you call him? You ain't got nothing.
A revolutionary, probably.
You ain't got nothing, and that's what they're scared of. They said we can't lose the racist far right tag because then we ain't got nothing. Then he's just a guy that's a real patriot. So it's crazy. Yeah.
Just a little quick question. This is personal to me personally because I've born in this country. Yeah. What is it to be British? Could I be British? Because I don't see myself as British or English.
Sad that,
because of the way, as I'm getting older, I would say it's because of the way that mainstream media and I wouldn't say my family were racist, so they just erred me on the side of caution. So the way I grew up, it was to be very wary. Do you know what I mean?
I can understand that from what I've seen.
What I really wanted to know, from your opinion, and I know your opinion doesn't count for every white person in this country, but from your opinion, could I be British?
You are British, my friend.
I am British.
Okay. Listen, man. This is quite sad. For me, this is sad.
Quite nice to say that.
For me, that's very sad that you feel like that. Because you know, I mean, I don't even know how to answer that. I mean,
I feel
the
more
fact-
British today.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel more
Yeah,
British
yeah,
today
yeah, yeah,
talking to
yeah,
you
yeah.
now than I did yesterday, mate. So it's a
that's
journey,
the same.
innit? Do you
Yeah,
understand?
absolutely.
Maybe in 5 years' time, I'll be with you in supporting and everything. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? It's like, when we do the football things and the football lads and like that, I mean, there's a lot of black lads in the football and all that.
I'm going to the football. I'm going
Yeah, do
Millwall.
it.
I'm going West Ham. I'm going Chelsea. I'm going up north. I'm going Newcastle. Everywhere. Just go and see what's happening. See what's going
But
on.
it's like, even the lads that get involved in the football, like, I mean, if they heard you say that,
Yeah. Alright, could I be English?
No English.
I didn't think you was going to
Where
say
were
that.
you born?
I was born in
No,
England.
where were you born? Where in England were you born?
Brighton.
Born in Brighton. And he's asking me if he's English.
Well,
Brother.
let me ask you something. Alright? He said, brother.
He said,
Brother. But
can't
listen to
say
what I'm
it.
saying. This is what I'm saying. I would say, yeah, a good over 50% of black people, over 50%. I'm gonna do some. We'll do some little social experiments, literally, of like, do you class yourself as English and do you class yourself as British? You know what I'm saying?
Do they see that? So if is it because if you say a British man, a white, you know, a British man?
I can't believe you said that I could conceive myself as English.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm looking you in your eye.
But why
Do
wouldn't
you
you?
believe that you actually?
Of course I believe it. It's mad that
Yeah.
you even question that. I mean, like, it's nothing to do with colour. It's like you should. It's just, it's a real sad.
This is the message that we've got to get out to the people.
It's sad that a part of any community would feel non-British, non-English, just because of certain things. But I can understand it. I mean, if you've seen things and you've heard things and you haven't been, things have been portrayed to you
For
a certain way.
me
I
personally,
can
it hasn't been that bad. He's my technician. Is a member of my family.
Yeah.
He has a different outlook on it, and he's my brother. We grew up together.
yeah,
Do you understand? So what I've learned is different people have different outlooks on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I just think it's very, and that I think we've just sort of nailed on the head really a little bit. Is you feel like if you feel like that, and you probably aren't alone by feeling like that.
And I'm quite a critical thinker.
we
So
need
imagine
to-
if you was a bit like just a bit ignorant.
And it's,
Do you know what I
that's
mean?
really sad for me. That's sad that you would say that because, you know,
I feel more. I feel listen. I feel more English and I feel more British today than I have ever in my whole entire life.
Especially
yeah?
where it's at.
So yeah, so you've done something. You've done something amazing today already. You put an input on me. That was something personal for me. You know what I mean?
Even if you was a Muslim lad sat there and you said the same thing, of course you're English, of course you're British. I mean, it's not about skin colour, it's not about the way you look, it's about who you are, where you're from, and being proud of where you're from. It's got nothing to do about the way you look. And that's what people need to realise, man. I'm actually quite sad that you said
Hey,
that.
no, but I'm happy that you said it. You're sad that you said it. I'm happy that you said it because I thought just from the beginning you would have said, yeah, you are British. But when I said that I'm English, I thought you was gonna say no. I thought you was gonna say no, and I reckon a lot of people would say no as well. And if some other people would disagree, I respect your opinion on disagreeing as well. And that's what it's about, talking.
Yeah, getting to the root. I mean, finding out why you feel like that, and making people realise that whatever the reasons why you feel like that, let's put that on its head. Let's change your perception. And even if I can change one person for feeling like that,
You made me feel better today.
By your videos, hopefully there's a black man that's sitting there right now. It feels like a bit like you. Thinking, actually, yeah, I am
Hopefully
British.
there's a white man there sitting there and says, "Raw, you know what? Because there's a million people nicer than me. There's a million people that are giving more than me with brown skin. You know what I mean? And I know there's millions of people. I know that white people fought to free black slaves as well. It's a disservice to just
We're the first country that
generate.
abolished it.
Yeah,
We're the
it's
first
a
country that abolished
disservice. I want to put this on the record. It's a disservice. Yeah, and it's from my heart. It's a disservice to say to a whole race of people that stereotype them as slave drivers or your people, when in fact when there was a war for the North and South, I'm not really educated, but the little bit that I do know in it, white people did help fight and some of them died as well.
Let me put it this way to you.
Alright.
Let me put it this way to you. What you've just said there, in terms of people, the way they feel because of those white people. Let me put it this way. When people, we talk about problems within Islam, they say, yeah, but you can't just label the whole community terrorists because guy blew him up. No, you can't. So how can you, if you can't do that, and I agree, 100%, you can't do that, so how can you then label all white men, the white community, oh, look at you, you should be sorry because you put people in slavery. I can guarantee you now, none of my family put anyone in slavery.
I don't think
okay, maybe the forefathers, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to put that on facts, I don't know. But I'm telling you now, if, you know, what's going on in the countries that it's going on, there's still slavery right now, even in the UK, I mean...
Libya!
Yeah.
No! That's pissing me off. I'm just gonna put that out there. Libya. Listen.
We did that, you know. We did that to...
Okay.
We did that to Afghanistan. We did that to Iraq. Let me put it this way.
You're surprising me.
No, let me put it this way. Listen, if you're sat in a house with your kids and you're having dinner, the next thing you go out to the car to grab something, you come back and the whole house is gone. The kids are in 10 different pieces, and your wife is nowhere to be seen. They're all dead. I'd want revenge. Yeah? I'd want revenge, and I believe that what we're doing to people inside of these countries, we are creating extremists, we are creating ISIS, we are creating, because what people don't realise from these countries is that we the people aren't creating, aren't doing what the government are bombing, the governments are making the millions off the weapons, not the people. They need to distinguish the fact that the government and the people are separate.
And the government is sending the people as well, so it's your family what's dying, what goes over
like,
there.
Don't get me wrong,
well.
we had to go into some of these, like Iraq, it had to be done in certain respects. Tony Blair lied, he completely lied. Just a lot of it's oil. A lot of people I've spoken to, they do believe, and they're high up in things, they do believe it's about oil, but there are things that we did have to take care of. But what we've done is we've taken it too far. We've used drones when drones shouldn't be used in civilized places, because yes, okay, you can take a terrorist out, but you might take 10 civilians out, and then you created 5 more terrorists. Yeah, by doing that to their family. So the Muslim community needs to understand that we listen, when they talk about Yemen, I am with them on that. Like, we should not be selling arms to countries making billions and billions amount of profit, so them to go out into Yemen and to kill innocent Muslims. So you know, people sit down and talk, we're actually on the same sheet. But the thing that the Muslim community aren't doing, they're not fighting the way that we are and trying to come out in their masses and, you know, and stand with us.
Yeah, I believe that the Muslim community, if there are people in their ranks that are doing something, they need to do more about it.
They need to talk. Listen, there are people in Telford, there are people in Rochdale, there are people in Oxford, there are people in Bradford, lads that would never think about grooming a young girl, would never ever rape a girl. And there are loads of them. Why are those communities not coming together and going, lads, listen, let's put everything aside for a second, let's go and deal with these lads. Let's go and make a show of strength somewhere for the police to act. Because if you've got the Muslim community and the white community, the British community, or the black community, everyone coming together and all saying the same thing, hopefully something will happen.
Something's gonna happen.
You know what I mean?
Yo, mad ting right now.
It's I've got 4 children, yeah? I've got 3 boys.
3 girls.
Oh, I've got 1 girl, man. That is she's way too much, man. I'm so glad.
She's the youngest or the oldest?
Yeah, she's the youngest.
She's the youngest. She's got 3 boys.
Yeah, she's
the
boss.
She'll be alright then. She'll be alright.
She'll be good. But I'm worried about the future because
Me
right
too.
now.
Machine baby.